Good morning. I am so excited about the Oscars today. I can't even tell you. I think it's going to be an interesting show to say the least because I think at this moment we really don't know who's going to win Best Picture and who's going to do really well. So, I think that's exciting cuz last year, while a little less dramatic than this year, was definitely more predictable. We all were like, yeah, um, what's it called? Oppenheimer's going to do very well, and it did. We had Christopher Nolan get his best directing nom, which was exciting in and of itself, but again, it was very predictable. Today is not that way. And I'm so curious to see who's gonna win what. And in the meantime, I thought it'd be fun to kind of go through the nominees and fill out our Oscar ballots together. And I would love to hear what you guys think about these because I know I have a lot of opinions. I have a whole video just about the best picture nominees, but I wanted to go through the other categories and kind of talk about what I think should win and then who I think will win, which sometimes is different, sometimes it's the same. Um, so I pulled up the letterboxed ballot, and I love that they make this. I think it's really fun, and anyway, I love letterboxed. So I've pulled it up in a program I can mark it with. So I'm going to be marking mine as we go. And I'm going to start with actor in a leading role because that's what they have first. Um, so here we go. So for actor in a leading role, we've got Adrian Brody in The Brutalist, Timothy Chalamet in A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo in Sing Sing, Ralph Fiennes in Conclave, and Sebastian Stan in The Apprentice. I will admit I have not seen Sing Sing or The Apprentice, but again, I'm not an Academy voter, so that's not expected of me. I do want to get to those and watch them. I've heard great things about both of them. I don't think either of them are going to win. Um, Adrian Brody's won fairly consistently until the SAG Awards last week, when Timothy Chalamet won the SAG Award. I don't know if that's gonna means he's gonna win. I still think out of the two, Adrian Brody's probably my pick between the two of them, and then like to win specifically. I think Adrian Brody's probably my favorite performance of the three of these I've seen. I still haven't seen Sing Sing or The Apprentice, and I feel bad about that. I do want to watch them. I just, that's just a lot of movies, and like, he was great. I agree. I wouldn't be mad. I think it'd be fun if Timothy Chalamet won. It would be exciting because he'd be the youngest winner in the actor in a leading role category, which would be really fun and exciting. And people love Timothy Chalamet, so I think that would be fun. But I do think I preferred Adrian Brody's performance over the two. I really think if Timothy Chalamet were here for Dune, I would be way more on the Timothy Chalamet train here. Because he was really great in Dune. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go with Adrian Brody here. Let's see how this goes. Draw. Let's do blue. I'm thinking if I find one that looks like the same color. Hold on. Red's fine. If I find one that I think I would like, I'm split and I want one to win over the other, I think I will do a different color, is what I've just decided just now. But I think both for me, who I want to win and who I think will win is Adrian Brody in The Brutalist. Because he really, yeah, this is my list, so I can do what I want. Okay, actor in a supporting role. This is easily the most predictable win of the night. Kieran Culkin is gonna win. Um, that's easy peasy. Again, I haven't seen The Apprentice, but I have seen the other four. I don't know if I really liked Kieran Culkin, and I can see why people really liked his performance. I think he did a great job. I just the movie, I liked the movie, but it didn't quite hit me in the way I think it did many other people. And so I think that maybe out of these, I would probably pick Edward Norton. No, Guy Pearce from The Brutalist. I really like The Brutalist. That's not clear. That I picked Adrian. I just feel like, yeah, a lot of people connected to that performance. I just didn't happen to be one of them, and I don't think it was bad. It wasn't for me. But Guy Pearce and Adrian Brody together in The Brutalist were just incredible. So for my pick, I would pick Guy Pearce. This one's smaller. There we go. It's less visible, but that's okay because that's my pick over what I think is going to win. I need to see The Apprentice. I've heard so many great things. And yeah, I feel a bit bad that I haven't seen that one, but I'll get to it. Okay, actress in a leading role. We have Cynthia Erivo in Wicked. Carla Sofia Gascon. Is that how you say her name? And Amelia Perez, Mikey Madison in Honora, Demi Moore in The Substance, Fernanda Torres in I'm Still Here. And I've seen all of these because they're all Best Picture nominees, which doesn't always happen. Often the best, actress in a leading role will come from different films and stuff, but it's fun that they're all from Best Picture nominees, so that's fun. Yeah. This one is really up in the air. I don't think Cynthia is going to win. I think if she's going to win an Oscar for her performance in Wicked, it will be for part 2. It is more demanding emotionally, and I could see it going the way of the return of the Lord of the Rings series. They won a couple things at the Oscars, but then they swept. Like, if part 2 is received as well as part 1, I could see them doing really well at the Oscars next year. And that also depends on what else comes out this year. I'm not super aware of what's coming out this year. But I don't think she's going to win this year. She hasn't won any of the other awards, so it seems really unlikely. Carla, of course, has had all this drama. She is going to the Oscars, which is kind of wild. She didn't go to SAG. She didn't go to the BAFTAs. I guess Netflix was like, fine, we'll pay for you to go. I don't think they're going to win Best Picture. I think they could have had her tweets not been resurfaced. I don't think she would have won necessarily. Also, I have qualms with her being the leading role. I don't think that really makes sense. When I watched the movie, I was shocked at how little screen time she had. I was like, the real leading role is Zoe Saldana's character. It doesn't make sense that even though the movie's called Amelia Perez and Carla is playing Amelia Perez, I don't think it really makes sense for her to be the leading role here. But that's neither here nor there. That's what they submitted, so how do you even decide that? Anyway, I really think Zoe should have been leading, but anyway, she's doing just fine in supporting, so that's probably why they did that. Carla is also the first trans woman to be nominated for Best Actress, which is significant but disappointing that it's her. I think the real people who are going to win are either Mikey Madison or Demi Moore. It really could go either way. I could see people voting for Mikey Madison if Honora ends up winning Best Picture, because it seems like that's a real possibility. But Demi Moore has the legacy award in the, she's been in the industry for a long time, and she gave a really great speech at the Golden Globes, and I think she won at SAG, which was after voting was closed, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so I really think it could be Demi Moore. I'm gonna vote for Demi Moore because she's who I want to win, because I really love The Substance. But I also wouldn't be mad if Fernanda Torres won, because she was incredible in I'm Still Here. Like, between those three, I think I would want Fernanda Torres or Demi Moore to win. But Mikey Madison, I wouldn't be mad about either. Hello, welcome, welcome. Do more than Torres than Madison. Same. That's I think that would be my ranking. And then Cynthia, and then Carla at the bottom if we were doing like a ranked system. But yeah, I want Demi Moore to win, and I'm kind of hoping she will. I'm not 100% sure that that's going to happen, but that's where I'm going to put my guess. Because I'm manifesting. Best Actress in a Supporting Role is also an interesting category. It seems pretty sure that Zoe Saldana is going to win, because she keeps winning, which I'm not thrilled about. But it is what it is. Monica Barbero was nominated for A Complete Unknown, Ariana Grande for Wicked, Felicity Jones for The Brutalist, Isabella Rossellini for Conclave, and Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. I think Zoe's going to win. I'm not thrilled about that. I do think she's a great actress. I love her in, I know it sounds dumb, but she's like really good in Avatar, I think. So in my head, I'm labeling it as a legacy award win, not for Emilia Perez, because it makes me feel better about it. So I'm gonna mark her as to win for me. Oh, that's the wrong color. I'll just cover it with the red. If I were to pick, I don't know who I would pick in this category. Isabella Rossellini is kind of a funny nomination to me, because she's in the movie for not a lot of time. I'm not saying that she's bad, but she really is a supporting role in all intents and purposes. Felicity Jones was really great in The Brutalist. Ariana Grande was amazing. I wouldn't be mad at all if she won. Monica Barbero also wouldn't be mad if she won. Genuinely, I really think I would vote for any of these other four over Zoe Saldana. I think, for me, my favorite of these is Ariana Grande. Just because she was just so fun. I did not know that she was an actress. I knew she could sing, because she's, a singer, but she did a really great job. So she's who I would vote for if I was voting. I don't think she's gonna win tonight. But again, I could see Wicked doing really well next year if the movie's if part 2's really received really well. Yeah, the hair flip. I was too. I think I was just the most surprised by her performance. I knew Cynthia was going to be really great, and I think she'll get a lot more to chew on in part 2, Cynthia specifically. But really, part 1 is more Glinda's show. She's got popular. She's, so it really gave Ariana a great chance to shine, and she really took advantage of it, and I'm glad they cast her, because initially I was like, Ariana Grande. I don't know. I don't really listen to Ariana Grande. I'm sure I've heard her songs, but I don't really listen to her music. And that's not because anyway, I don't think it's bad or anything. I just, it's not my kind of thing. But I think she did a fabulous, fabulous job. And I wouldn't be mad at all if she won. I don't think she will tonight. But I could see her winning next year, depending on how their campaigning goes next year, as well as like how well the movie does in the fall, which I think it'll do just fine, as long as it's of similar quality of part 1. Up next, I've got animated feature film. I've only seen 3 of these. We haven't gotten here yet, but I think Wicked could do well in like best costuming. I think that's kind of where I want them to win, best makeup, stuff like that, because the costuming in Wicked is exquisite. It is just like I've seen videos of the costumer talking about all the little details they put in, like the glass, or not glass, it's not a glass slipper, but the silver shoes have like a little what's it called, tornado on the heel. That's so fun. And like I loved that there was a video about like the front of the wizard's shirt and how it kind of like the fabric folds in on itself. And I'm a baby sewer. I haven't sewn something in a long time, but that kind of detailing and is just incredible. So I've only seen 3 of these. I've seen Flow, Inside Out 2, and The Wild Robot. Normally I'm a lot better at watching the animated features, but I don't have Netflix, so watching Wallace and Gromit was tricky. I'm sure it's great. I think of these, it's between Flo and The Wild Robot because they're nominated in other categories. That's generally a good sign that something's going to win something, but we could again have a big surprise. So I think between the two, I don't know, because Flo's been doing really well. It just won something recently. Wallace and Gromit won the BAFTA, but that makes sense because the BAFTAs are a British, award show. So they lean a lot more British, and Wallace and Gromit is very British. Not to say, anyway, again, I haven't seen it, so I don't have an opinion on whether it's really good or not, but I have heard great things about it, and you said it's good. I think I'm going to pick Flo out of these two. I think I prefer The Wild Robot. I thought Inside Out was fine. That's why I'm not really talking about it. Yes. No, I like The Wild Robot better, but I think Flo is going to win. That's my feeling. So that's what I'm going to do. The blue up, or the red up here, and then the blue for The Wild Robot. I went and saw it by myself, and I loved it. And I think the music is really, really good. I think it's animated beautifully. It takes from, like the Puss in Boots style of like, not it's a little more storybook than Puss in Boots was, but it was just was beautiful. Yeah, I think Flo, people like it because it has a good story, because it's made by, is it Latvian? I'm not sure. It's also in the best international film category, which is really funny to me, because I get that the point of that is to feature people, productions that are outside the US. And in my head, it's also like movies that are mostly in a language other than English. Because it used to be foreign language film, which is ironic because Flo has no talking at all. It's all animal noises. So I guess you could say it's a foreign language. In one sense or the other. So, I'm going to move on to the shorts. I have not seen any of these, so I don't have anything to say about them. So, moving on. Cinematography is a fun one this year, I think. We've got The Brutalist. We've got Dune Part 2. We've got Emilia Perez. Maria, which I have not seen. And Nosferatu. I think that The Brutalist is going to win this category. They used film. I think it looks great. I think out of these, my favorite looking movie is Nosferatu, maybe. I can't decide between The Brutalist and Nosferatu. Dune is also really great. I love that DP, Greg Fraser. I'm really happy he's getting recognition because I love his work. I think he does. I know, what the heck? That article was crazy where they're like, the Academy's like, we didn't watch Dune Part 2 because I couldn't sit through Dune Part 1. And I'm like, Dune is like one of the most watchable movies in the Best Picture category, like easily. What are you talking about? Like, I don't. Anyway, I love Dune. I happen to love Dune. I think if it had come out later in the year, it would have done a lot better at the awards. But I think it says a lot that it came out a year ago and is still in, cinematography, best picture, other stuff like that. I think my vote is going to be for The Brutalist to win. Ah, wrong color again. But yeah, I think Nosferatu has the most unique cinematography. A lot of what they did with those night scenes was really incredible. And the cinematography really is a character in and of itself. Speaking of that, I'm so sad that Nickel Boys, which will come up eventually, that wasn't nominated in this category. I would take Amelia Perez out and put in Nickel Boys because they shot everything in first person, which was really interesting and it's used pretty well. Oh, I think if Nosferatu is going to win anything, I don't think it's going to be cinematography. I think it could be again in the makeup or the costuming because it was nominated for both of those. But I also could see Wicked winning those. So it's hard. It's so hard. Um yeah, I think The Brutalist is gonna be my vote. If I were picking, it would be Nosferatu, so that's what I'm gonna put on here. But yeah, I think The Brutalist will win this one. If I had to guess, which I am guessing. Okay, now let's go over here to costume design, which is what I was just talking about. So, costume design, we have A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Gladiator 2. I think this is the only Gladiator 2 nom, which is kind of funny to me. Nosferatu and Wicked. This is a fun category. I've seen all of these movies, actually. I think for me, it's really between Nosferatu and Wicked. I could see Conclave maybe winning this one if it ends up winning Best Picture. It's our other front runner. But I think we have basically 3 front runners right now. I think it's Anora, A Complete Unknown. No, sorry, not A Complete Unknown. Conclave, Anora, and what's the other one? The Brutalist. So if Conclave wins Best Picture, I could see maybe them winning this one. I think Wicked will probably win because it's been nominated in so many categories. This is a obvious strength to Wicked. I don't know. A Complete Unknown feels like the weakest link in this group. Like Gladiator 2 is fun because it's a lot of, period costuming, but A Complete Unknown is 70s outfits, which is fine. And I guess they're recreating real outfits that Bob Dylan wore at some point. I don't know. I don't really know why it's here, to be honest. I think I'm going to vote for Wicked as to win, and probably what I would vote for if I were a voter. I do really like the Nosferatu costuming too, though. I really like the Wicked stuff. It's so gorgeous. Directing. This is also a toss-up, I think, between Sean Baker and Brady Corbet. Corbet. I learned that's how he says his name, even though he's from Arizona tonight. Sean Baker for Anora, Brady Corbet for The Brutalist, James Mangold for A Complete Unknown, Jacques Audiard for Amelia Perez, which is crazy. Anyway, every time I see Amelia Perez for something, my eyes just kind of gloss over, and I'm like, how did we get here? And then Coralie Fargier, she's French, so maybe that's how she says it, from The Substance. So we have 2 Frenchmen, French people, I guess. A woman in the directing category. That doesn't always happen. I think James, Brady, and Sean are all American. I'm not 100% sure on that. I really think it's between Sean Baker and Brady Corbet. If I were picking, I would pick Coralie because I love The Substance, so that's gonna be my vote. This is hard. This is a hard one. Because I think The Brutalist is really well directed for different reasons that Honora is. Because Honora's like really funny and like I would be fine with it winning Best Picture. It it handles a lot of tonal shifts really well, which I think is really hard to pull off. I think the last time I think of that working so well was Parasite. Um, Not that this is quite that extreme, but it definitely has some of that in there. And then The Brutalist is just like so much movie of a movie that it seems really impressive. And, he was working with film and it looks really great. I don't know. I'm torn. What do you guys think? I really just I have no gut feeling on this one. I think Brady has won most recently. I think he won for something. But people really like Sean Baker too. I think Brady's like newer to the scene. Yeah, I think you're right. And I think it just depends on who wins out. Um I'll do traditional. I'll go with Brady. But you know what? Sean Baker would be so fun because Honora was so fun. I'm really torn. I didn't realize that this one would be so hard for me. I'm gonna do Sean Baker because I think that'd be more fun. But they're both really good. I think James and Jock are the weaklings in this list, personally. Not that Complete Unknown was banned, but it wasn't like directed in a really exciting way. um, I'm gonna skip documentary, which I feel bad about. I haven't seen any of these. Same with documentary short. I'm a terrible, terrible person. I haven't seen either of these, so they're not gonna be. I have no opinion on any of them. I don't even know anything about any of them. I will say one thing. I do wish that the documentary about what's his name who played Superman was in this category. What was that called? I saw it so long ago. I don't even remember. I saw it at Sundance, so it's been a hot minute. But I wish that was in here. That's all I'm gonna say. But maybe I wouldn't feel that way if I'd actually seen all of these, so I don't know. Film editing. So the trick to this category is you have to think about which movie has the most editing, because that's how they pick. And it has nothing to do with like really great editing usually. Like, not a bad example of what I'm talking about is like the Everything Everywhere All at Once, which did have a lot of editing, but it was done really well. And then you have stuff like Bohemian Rhapsody, which has a lot of editing and maybe not edited so well. I can't think of which of these would win this. I've seen some people say Conclave, which would be an interesting pick. I am kind of curious why that one's here, because I don't really remember the editing being super interesting. I could see Honora or The Brutalist. Yeah, I think I think those are both really strong ones. Honora. Yeah, I'm like, Conclave just feels like it's mostly people talking with some stuff cut in of like people uh people doing stuff. Challengers would be your pick. Yeah, what the heck? Why is Challengers not in here anywhere? That I would everywhere Amelia Perez was, I would have thrown Challengers in. Like, that would be an easy swap. Except for maybe international feature film, because that wouldn't really make sense. But come on, that was such a good movie. I think that might be my number one movie of last year. We can write it in. I'm gonna do it. This is my list. I can do what I want. Oh, brother. It's not gonna fit. That's terrible. And jurors. I would also honestly put that in cinematography too, but film editing feels like a particularly crazy place to not put challengers. Okay, who do we think is gonna win though? I think Enora, maybe. The Brutalist also is like really intentional about its editing because it's all shot on a film. So they say it. I'm gonna do Enora. I think you're right. International feature film. I really think this is where Amelia Perez is gonna win. But people really like I'm Still Here. I haven't seen the girl with the needle. Oh my gosh. The girl with the needle, blah, 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 or The Seed of the Sacred Fig. But I have seen the other three. Honestly, I think Flo could win this one, maybe. But I am not sure of the Academy's disdain for what Kyla was tweeting about. Like, I don't know. I know that will affect her votes, but I'm not sure if that will affect the Amelia Perez votes on the whole for this category. I don't know. People love Amelia Perez, and I'm just baffled by it. I don't understand. I'm gonna vote I'm Still Here and do some manifesting, and that would also be my vote in real life. That movie is incredible. Oh my gosh, she is so good. That I'm manifesting that. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but that's me manifesting here. I'm Still Here to win. Out of these 5, easy for me, I'm Still Here would be my winner. So I'm gonna manifest that. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but that's my hope. That's what I hope and pray. Okay, makeup and hairstyling. We have A Different Man, Amelia Perez again. Nosferatu, The Substance, Wicked. You know what? I think The Substance is gonna win this one. It's a huge part of the storytelling. It's nominated for Best Picture, Best Directing. I think it's more likely than Nosferatu, which is nominated less. Wicked, I think, has nice makeup and hairstyling, but it's a little more traditional. The Substance has, like, you know, the giant prosthetic of Eliza Sue at the end. There's a lot going on there. I really think The Substance could win this one. That's my vote. And that's probably what I would vote for, too, with a little bit of Nosferatu in there. A Different Man I have not seen. I will admit that. But this is its only nomination, so I think it's really unlikely it's going to win. Amelia Perez being here makes no sense to me. They managed to make Zoe Saldana, because she has an Enya on her head. I always forget that. Look all tired at the beginning of the movie. But that's really the only thing I can think of. They might have put some prosthetics on Carla for her character, like, pre-transition, maybe. But yeah, I can't. Yeah, that's not my pick. Yeah, I think The Substance could win this one. Okay. Let's do music, original score. This is also a tricky one. I think it's between The Brutalist and Conclave. I've seen them both win something. Yeah. Let's do it again. Yeah, agreed. Wait, I need to start farther over. This is too... Yeah, you're right. Is it 2 L's? Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a Y. Challengers. That's my vote, too. I can't believe Challengers didn't get nominated for anything. That's so crazy. Um, I think I like the Brutalist the best. I could also see the Wild Robot winning. I think that'd be a fun wild card. I really like the music in that too. Conclave. Oh yeah, it's got that ding or whatever. The Brutalist, I think, is what I'm gonna put. I'm really thinking the Brutalist is gonna win a lot. I may not. I hope Amelia Perez doesn't win this one. So this one is funny. I actually only know the songs from Amelia Perez. Oh man. So I don't know. I don't like either of the songs from Amelia Perez. And I don't know the other three. So this year, for the first time in a long while, they're not performing any of these songs. They are doing a Wicked medley though. It's that bad. Yeah, the staccato. It is fun, and it really fits the movie very well. So I think that's why it's nominated and why it's in that category. I don't know. I haven't heard these songs. I know, that'll be so fun. I think what they're trying to do is recreate the moment from last year where what's his name? Ryan Gosling performed I'm Just Ken, which is honestly in my like top 10 Oscar moments of all time. The Elton John song. You know what? That would be fun. I love Elton John. So I'm going to give it to that. I don't want Amelia Perez to win, so I'm not manifesting that. I don't want that to happen. I don't even remember what those songs are. I didn't like any of the songs, to be honest. So we're going to vote for Elton John because I like Elton John. And people know who that is, at least. So Sing Sing is a musical. Also, I need to see it. I love musicals, except for Amelia Perez. I watched which actually we'll get to, Better Man the other night. And that has some fun songs, but I don't think any of them are original songs. I think it got disqualified, actually. I was reading up on it, and because it used parts from a... Also, that's why Dune is not nominated for Best Score. Is because it used music from the first movie. Too much music. It was a certain percentage. Which sucks, because, like, yeah... You're making a sequel. Of course you're going to use some of the music from the first one. Like, you want it tonally to feel cohesive. You're going to have some of the same music. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the lurk. Oh my gosh. Yeah, same. I can't believe that. To be fair, it's not like Hans Zimmer has never won an Oscar. Has he won an Oscar? Hold on. Didn't he win for the first part of Dune? Hold on, I'm going to quickly Google that, because if he hasn't won, that's going to make me more mad. Just doing a quick Google. I still think my favorite score of his is Interstellar. Awards and honors, okay. Oh yeah, he won for The Lion King. So he did the music for The Lion King, and he won an Oscar for that. That makes sense. And then the second one was Dune. That's crazy. That's a big jump. So, yeah, he's only won 2 Oscars, but they were for movies that make sense. All right, production design. Huh. I don't know. This is interesting because... I think it could go to Wicked. He has been nominated quite a bit. To be fair. But he does really good work. So that doesn't surprise me. Same, I think John Williams is like the most nominated. Okay. This one is really hard because I think Dune looks great. I think Nosferatu looks great. I think Wicked looks great. I think The Brutalist and Conclave are probably not what I would vote for. I don't know. I like fantasy and sci-fi stuff more than I like realism. Not that, and Nosferatu is based on a real time, but it is definitely more fantastical than like Conclave or The Brutalist. You would vote for Wicked. I think Wicked could win this one. I think it looks really great. Like, the sets are incredible. Everyone just was really doing really great work on Wicked. And you can tell that people were, like, putting their heart into it. They were really being very thoughtful about, like, how the space was going to be. It's like the library and Dancing Through Life, the beginning part of it. Incredible. Yeah, Dune, I could see that. It's also a lot of, like, brown and... But I will say, I think the black and white and like having to dress the set of what planet even is that? The one that Fade Ralph is from. Also, why is he not here? Austin Butler. He was so good in Dune. Not that Dune got any acting nominations, but he would have been made total sense here. And people like him. He got nominated for Elvis. He didn't win, though. I really thought he was going to win. And I think he did, too. I think he thought he was going to win. And then Brendan Fraser kind of came in and took that. Which I think is kind of funny. Because he had his whole campaign was about how, like, he couldn't talk normally still. Because he was still talking like Elvis. Which I think is kind of funny. And then you've got... But Brendan Fraser had a comeback story. The Academy really likes that. It was fun because it was all everything everywhere all at once people plus Brendan Fraser, who seemed to fit in with them just fine. Okay. I think Wicked could win this one. I think that one feels right to me. I also like Nosferatu a lot. Okay. Live action short film. I'm not seeing any of these. So I'm going to skip this one. All right, sound. You can see a bit of the challengers that I wrote in earlier. I know. All the sets are just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Challengers for sound. Okay. But out of these 5, what do you think is going to win? I think Dune will probably win. I think they won it last time. This is so funny. I can tell. I can tell. And you didn't even want to watch it. Okay. Challengers. This is going to be the worst one because I'm doing it the fastest. Oh my gosh, yes. Can we talk about that? I was really surprised that it was not nominated because it's been nominated in other categories. And I really think the sound is what made it feel so visceral. Like that scene where where, is it Meg? The younger girl is coming out of her back and she's like sewing it back up. I closed my eyes, but it was still awful for me because the sound was just so... like intense and just like graphic, which I don't know if that's a good word for sound. Oh, but it fit the movie so well. Like that, the whole movie was like that. The whole movie was a show. It was so like everything was heightened. I don't know. I think it fit it. But yeah, challengers. What do we think is gonna win, guys? Wicked is in here because it's a musical. Dune Part 2. Amelia Perez is in here because it's a musical. A Complete Unknown is in here because it has a lot of music. The Wild Robot feels like kind of a funny nomination to me. I mean, the sound is good. I think it's mostly because there's a robot that they had to sound design. Yeah, okay. I'm thinking Dune Part 2. That's what I think is gonna win. Yeah, oh my gosh. And it sounds good. I think that's hard. I think that's really tricky. I think Wicked will do better next year. That's what I'm thinking. I think, like, because it's part one, and they're like, we'll nominate, we'll vote for it for other stuff later. I don't know. They do that a lot. Best VFX. So I don't know if this will win, but I'm going to put this here because I've already thought about this. I want Kingdom of the Planet Apes to win. And maybe I'll just manifest that, but I don't think it's going to win. So we've got Alien Romulus, which is this is its only nomination. Better Man, which is this is its only nomination. Also a monkey movie. Also a musical. Yeah, it's true. I think it's lame when they nominate the music heavy stuff for sound, cuz like yeah, music is sound, but that's not what's being nominated here. You're supposed to it's not about that. That's not the focus. There's a whole category for that. Wicked, I don't remember it having a ton of VFX other than like the monkeys, which I guess is the theme here. We've got 3 out of the 5 being monkey movies. It's true. They simplified it. It used to be 2 categories. It used to be sound mixing and sound what was the other one? Anyway, I had a hard time differentiating them, to be fair. Yeah, Weta on here twice. And it's different teams for Better Man and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I haven't seen Alien Romulus, but I've seen the other 4. I think... Yeah, that's true. They weren't very descriptive names. Oh, I just got a shout out. How fun. Oh my gosh, hello! Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We are currently talking about VFX. Very exciting. Who do I think is gonna win? I think Dune Part 2 and Wicked don't really have very memorable VFX. And maybe I'm just misremembering them, but I think Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes was just really impressive. And I've watched part of the I wish Nosferatu. I love Nosferatu. But I just think because Kingdom of the Planet of the hello. I don't know what that meant. Oh, another follower. I just was like, it just took a second. Oh my gosh. Better Man was more impressive. I could see that. Welcome, guys. To be fair, no, it came out a year ago. It feels like a few years ago. I agree. But yeah, it came out last March, if you can believe that. I agree 100%. It feels like an eternity ago. Yeah, this category is basically monkey versus monkey versus monkey. Yeah, Robbie Williams. That would be so funny if they combined Better Man and Planet of the Apes somehow. They make the next Planet of the Apes movie a musical. I haven't seen Alien Romulus. I need to watch it. I love alien films. I just didn't get around to seeing that one. But who do we think is gonna win, guys? I could see it being Dune or Wicked because they're nominated in a bunch of other categories. But I don't think they're the strongest ones here. I haven't seen Alien Romulus, but I would assume, I don't know. It's true. Last year I watched Alien Covenant for the first time. Alien Romulus. I could see that. The Scott ones, that's true. Yeah. I did a Ridley Scott ranking last year, so that was a lot of my movie time because he directed a lot of movies. I don't know. I'm really torn on this one. Because I think the three that aren't nominated in other categories are the stronger of the nominees. Oh, I need to see it. I need to watch it. And it's on Hulu. It's easily accessible to me now. I'm not going to have time today, but maybe in the coming week. I do want to watch all the Alien films. There's that new show coming out, the one that's on Earth. That looks fun. Is it scary? Yeah, that's a good question. Is the new Alien Romulus scary than Nosferatu? I loved Nosferatu. And I'm kind of like newer to horror. Yes! Oh my gosh, I am! You can't see all my shark plushies, but I have my Blahage here. And then I have a shark on my lamp up here. This is a shark, what are they called? Another shark down here. I have a Jaws Hello Kitty, and my cup is Hello Kitty Jaws also. I really like sharks a lot. I'm excited. Jaws is getting its 50th anniversary this year. I hope they release a fun disc version. Yes. Do you have a favorite shark? I'm down to talk about sharks at any time. You are? That's fun. That's fun. I just want a new, like, nice 4K. I know it exists. There's already a 4K version of Jaws, but I would love to get, like, a nice box set or something. That's smart. That's smart. So, that's what I'm hoping for, because it turns 50 this summer, which is great. I'm just going to vote for this one. I'm manifesting. That's the one I want to win. Okay, last we have the writing ones, and then Best Picture, and then that's it. So writing adapted screenplay, we've got A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Amelia Perez, Nickel Boys, and Sing Sing. I've not seen Sing Sing, but I've seen the other four. I'm so mad that this is the only other category Nickel Boys is in except for Best Picture. I think Conclave is the best of these. I think you're right. And I think it probably could win too, because A Complete Unknown was fine. Amelia Perez was bad. Nickel Boys was good. Sing Sing, I don't know. Yeah. I made that joke about A Complete Unknown, similar joke, because in it, Timothée Chalamet tries to sound like Bob Dylan, and in doing so, he is really, really hard to understand. And so I had a hard time following what was going on. So maybe the script for A Complete Unknown is really brilliant, and I just don't know. But I couldn't understand what was happening. But the singing was fun. The singing was good. The singing was good. Okay. I think this category is very exciting. Writing original screenplay, Enora, The Brutalist, A Real Pain, September 5, and The Substance. Yeah, if you're watching A Complete Unknown, I would highly recommend watching it with subtitles. Holy crap. He just, like, is so mumbly and kind of talks like this. And, like, I'm sure that's what Bob Dylan sounds like. I don't know. I don't know that much about Bob Dylan, and I really don't now. I have not seen September 5. I don't think it's going to win because this is its only nomination. So I think it's really between the other four. I kind of want The Substance to win. I really love that screenplay. A Real Pain is also really strong. It'd be fun to see Jesse Eisenberg win. He did win at some awards. I can't remember which one for screenplay, which is fun. So it's possible. I'm gonna manifest The Substance. It may not win. I don't know. It'll probably be The Brutalist or Enora. Oh, it's not original. Oh, then, yeah. Then it's definitely not gonna win. I wonder why it's here then. Like, of all the things for it to be nominated for, why is it Best Original Screenplay? I don't know. I'm manifesting The Substance. That's what I want to win. And, but I would really be thrilled with any of these, I guess, except for September 5, but I haven't seen that one, so maybe it's good. I don't know. Okay. here we are at the big one. Let's see if I can get it all at once. Can you guys see that okay? Best Picture. I am so unsure here. I really think it's between Anora, Conclave, and The Brutalist. I think Anora could win. Like, that would be such a fun win, though. It wasn't my favorite movie of the year, but that doesn't mean it wasn't good. I'm Still Here. Oh my gosh, that would be incredible. I would be thrilled about that. Honestly, any of these I wouldn't be mad about except for Amelia Perez. And hopefully that doesn't happen. That would be quite a twist, I think. I think for my guess of who I think is gonna win, I think I'm gonna go with Nora, maybe. I think that's what I'm feeling today. But I don't know. Conclave won SAG and the BAFTA. Nosferatu is not on Best Picture, sadly. I would love that, but yeah, it did get nominated for cinematography, makeup and hairstyling. We wrote in challengers a couple places. It's true. The Brutalist is the more traditional win, I think. I like it better than Anora, personally. So maybe I'll just manifest The Brutalist, even though I don't think it's gonna win. That's hard. I don't think Wicked's gonna win. I don't think The Substance is gonna win. Or like Nickel Boys or I'm Still Here or Amelia Perez. I really think none of these. Dune Part 2, no. A Chameleon of No, no. I really think it's between these three. Conclave would be really funny because the Pope has been ill. I guess he's doing better, I've heard. And people have been joking that it's because he wants to see Conclave win Best Picture. And Conclave feels the most akin to this award season, too. It's been so much drama. So much drama this award season. Way more than last year. Last year, the biggest drama was the dog from, oh my gosh, Anatomy of a Fall got, like, uninvited to the Oscars because people thought he would be a big distraction or something. And then he got re-invited. And I remember people freaking out about that. Probably me included. I love Missy the dog. I think it will be, the thing is I feel like it'll be easier to tell once the show starts, which feels kind of cheating. But I think we'll have a good feeling once the award show starts. I think I'm gonna go with Anora. That's my gut feeling. I think I want The Brutalist to win more, but I think it's gonna be Anora. So let's look at this whole thing. Adrian Brody, I still think that's accurate. Kieran Culkin, that's the easiest one. Well, because it won the Critics' Choice, it won the DGA, it won the PGA, and then it's just been doing really well. Like in one weekend, it won the Best Picture award for 3 shows. The Brutalist has won less. I really think it's between Anora and Conclave, to be honest, because Conclave won the BAFTA, but maybe again it's a British production, and so it's more because it's very British. It feels very British, even though it's in Italy, to me. Maybe that's inaccurate, but yeah. I think it's gonna be Anora. I just have this feeling. I don't know, and maybe that's wrong. If it were up to me, I'd vote for The Substance, but no, I don't think the Academy cares about that. And to be fair, it wasn't very much of his performance, the Hungarian part of it. Because it's mostly, the Hungarian is mostly voiceover, if I remember correctly. Oh, the Conclave is a BBC series? Totally. 100%. It's lots of talking, lots of drama. It feels very British for some reason. um, I think Brody will still win because he's won a bunch in other award shows. I think Timothy could. Yeah, he has one already. I think Timothy would be a more fun win because he's never won before. Um, but I don't know. He's only won the SAG out of the acting awards. Adrian Brody's run the Golden Globe and some other ones that I'm not remembering. Kieran Culkin is the easiest for sure. But I would vote for Guy Pearce. That's me. Demi Moore is a maybe. This is probably for sure. Flo, I don't know. Or animated, I don't know. Chalamet would be fun. I think that would make people really happy. Yeah, I guess this is my ballot. I didn't vote for any of the we wrote in challengers. The blue is basically what I would vote for. Oh, I should do that down here. I think the substance is what I would vote for personally because I really like the substance. Yeah, with Chandra, it's read 3 times. But that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And just watch tonight, like none of this happens. Everybody that challengers are definitely not gonna win. But yeah, I think this award show is gonna be a bit of a mixed bag. I really think it could go any way. Either way, anyway. I am curious to see who wins. I think I'm excited that Conan is hosting. I think he's really funny. I think it'll be at least a funny show, even if I don't like who's winning. And I'm curious. I think what's most interesting about the Oscars, just in general, to me, is seeing what basically Hollywood is deeming important, or, like what they think is most impressive at the time. Because it's less about, to me, like what the best movie is. Because there's so many movies out there that the best movie of 2024 is probably not even nominated here. And art is so subjective that it really just is so hard to pick what the best of anything is. But it is really telling what they decide, to nominate and to win. It says a lot about what they are thinking and feeling and what is touching them the most and what we're probably going to see in the future, too. Maybe less of that, but just more like what they're thinking and feeling about the world in general. So we will see. I am very curious. I think this will be an interesting show. And thank you guys for joining me. This was really fun. I wasn't sure. I've never done anything like this specifically. So I am going to be streaming tomorrow night talking about kind of what actually happens. So maybe I'll save this and then we can pull it up. See, I can do like is there a green? I can do this yellow maybe of who actually won. See how accurate this was. Yeah, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you have a fun Oscars night and I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, that's tomorrow. It's more than 24 hours, but still. Yeah, have a good night. Have a great, I guess it's not night yet, but I hope you all have a fun Oscars night. I'm having some friends over and we're gonna eat some shrimp. I thought that would be funny for the substance, and find some kind of blue drink for what do they call it? The water of life in Dune. And anyway, it'll be fun. So I hope you all have a fun Oscars, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.